Hey, I know. How about if on Pat's Personal Portraits we talk about putting real estate right in the middle of that portrait frame? Because it certainly has meant an awful lot to this community and an awful lot to you personally, Sandra Wilkens. Sandra Wilken, the name of the company is?
My new company is now Engel & Volker's Sandra Wilken Partners.
It was so much easier when I could just say, hey, Sandra, let me call you. Investors right now coming in from all over the country, because this is a pretty solid market to them. They're interested, but they're usually interested seemingly in the stuff that you don't handle. They're interested in the $125,000, $150,000 homes. So does that put you out of work?
No. The investors that we work with, they honestly are under the $700,000 mark. So we are luxury, which honestly we started about $1 million and go up from there. But there still are investors that we do work with, but not as much as what we used to do.
But as far as the broad market is concerned, though, again, taking a look at real estate in the Valley, is the luxury market still slow?
No, quite the contrary. I took a moment to look at statistics, and in the last 6 months, from $1 million up, we've had 166 sales, which is unbelievable. Last year, the same exact time, there were 100 sales. And our average per square foot has gone from $486 a square foot to over $900 a square foot.
See, and I wanted to have you on to talk about real estate, because we always talk about the real estate market when it comes to the broadest range of homes. But we've been hearing now for years about the fact that it's really a drag on the market, those homes on the sides of Mummy Mountain and those castles that we drive by and wonder what life is like inside. You're saying they're coming back.
Yes.
With what kind of an impact on the Valley economically? What does that mean to me and to the folks out there who don't live in $1 million homes?
Well, I think it shows that people are now wanting to come back and invest in the Scottsdale Paradise Valley marketplace, which for many years it was extremely tough. So, but now it's exciting to see that we're not only selling to people from all over the country, but now all over the world. So they've discovered Scottsdale.
And in that discovery, does that make any difference to Glendale, Avondale, or Central Phoenix?
Honestly, in the market that I deal with, no. They're mainly moving to the parts of the area that I work.
But economically, does it make any difference as far as the impact on the state?
Of course, because we're showing that many more sales, that many more starts in housing. So finally, we're on the upturn.
So why did you have to take a European partner?
Well, for many years, we had sold to people from all over the world, and we really enjoyed introducing them to Arizona. But we got to a point where we weren't attracting as many Europeans as we had hoped for. So I was approached by a company that's based in Hamburg, Germany, and they represent 36 countries all over the world and over 480 offices. And so I have that now behind me, and it's so exciting.
Well, that kind of traffic going in and out of the Valley is exciting. What about the Canadians, though? I continue to hear about the fact that our friends to the north come in with cash.
Yes, they do. And they basically think that they can still get a really good buy on properties. And in the upper market, that, again, we have to nicely educate them and say that they're not going to get the great deal that they used to get. But if they're looking for really enjoying Arizona and being here and spending their time, which is usually when it's nice and sunny, it's more of a long-term situation for them. It's not they're coming in to invest and flip anymore.
And it is Sandra Wilken, without all of the added names that you've put on your business card. Sandra Wilken, luxury properties. So if I have a really attractive home that I'm proud of, what is the lowest price I could come in and ask for and do business with you?
Honestly, our least expensive listing right now is $300,000. But we work, we honestly work all over the valley. We're here to help you.
Okay, well, that's good to know, because when you hear the L word, automatically, a lot of folks are disassociating themselves immediately. By the way, Sandra, you don't have to listen if you don't want to. What's the most expensive property you're handling right now?
Right now, we are $7,995,000.
Excuse me.
Only.
Yes, right. But I can get it for $7.
If you're lucky.
This is Pat McMahon. Personality profile about the world of real estate, upper deck. This is Pat McMahon.